This is Jordan with ETBU Sportsnet, talking with ETBU, talking with Torin Cummings, Coach Shirley, and Tristan Maddox. Torin, it was kind of a close game in the beginning there. Can you just talk about what y'all are doing at the bat?
Today on offense, we've seen Kennedy. I think this is like our 8th time. We've seen her a lot, so we knew coming into the game that she's a tough competitor, and that we had to just stay true to who we were, and we couldn't go after pitches that weren't something that we were looking forward to the whole time. So coach just really told us that we need to swing at our pitches. So that's what we tried to crack down on, and then we were making good hits, but they were making plays. I mean, that's a good team, and we knew that offensively we had to come out hot, and unfortunately it came up a little short, but it's okay. We're going to be ready for the next game and stay true to ourselves, and we're not over yet. We're not done.
Well, that's good to hear. And Tristan, can you just talk about what y'all are doing to prepare for this next game?
Yeah, really we're just going to focus on doing what we do best, keeping everything simple, playing hard. We're not going to back down from any challenge. And like Coach Shirley says, it's not about who we play, it's how we play, and just doing what we do and what we know how to do. And also keeping our energy up is really important.
That's great to hear. And Coach, can you just talk about today's game?
Yeah, I mean, again, like Torin said, we knew coming into this game that it was going to be a challenge, and, we're facing one of the top pitchers really in the country. And, I think it took us a little bit to adjust, and, we were kind of forced to transition and kind of make adjustments, and we started making adjustments. It was just a little too late in the game to do that, but, I definitely have confidence in our depth on the mound and our depth offensively that, we get another opportunity, we can challenge some people.
Well, thank you, and we're going to open up the floor to some questions.
Coach, could you just talk about what makes regionals different? Because we see this in every division, every sport. It doesn't matter what happens in the regular season. It's hard to win these regionals no matter what you've done in the regular season. What makes them so difficult as you now face elimination for the remainder of the weekend?
Well, I mean, I think you just said it right there. In the regular season, you kind of always have a safety net with an at-large and things like that just over your body of work. So one game here or there doesn't really necessarily matter as much. But when it gets to this point of season and you get to, the NCAA tournament, it really is. It's like your season's over if you lose out. So I think that makes it real, and it makes the pressure a little bit more, but it's the next level. It's the next part of your season, and so it's definitely a different challenge.
For both players, just what can you take away from the experience last year that that you can use for the remainder of the weekend?
You want to go first? The experience from last year to this year, I think it was our sophomore year. Our freshman year, we really didn't know what we were going to get into. It was a new experience for us. And then transition to our sophomore year, I think me, Tristan, Courtney, Dale, we had a role to play as far as Dale being a freshman and then us being sophomores. We had to basically pick up the pieces and work with what we had. Coach Shirley, she really harps on us about being the leaders and bringing the energy. And now going into this year, we've experienced that it doesn't matter who you play. Everybody wants to beat us. And so if we slip up, people are going to get on that and attack that and try to beat us. So we know that coming into this tournament, we knew we had a target on our back, and we just have to continue to work together as a team. And like Coach Shirley and Coach Guy and everybody says, keep it simple. And I think simplicity is what works for us, and also being able to adjust. I think that's one of the things that we've worked on all year long. We've been through so much adversity, from Australia to even last weekend. I think adversity works in our favor. I mean, in my personal life, adversity works for me. I come back even harder. So I think with that, it just helps our team be great.
Interesting.
I feel like since last year, we've all really grown, and now we more understand our roles and what's expected of us. Like, we have Dell that awesome with her energy, Courtney stepping up at the plate, Hannah, Ashley, Tony doing their job pitching, and it's just, as a whole, it all comes together really well, and without one of them, like, the moving pieces wouldn't work as well. So I think that we've all just learned how to really work well together. We have a chemistry on our team. Like, if one person isn't doing something, another person will pick it up. And it's just really good to be able to depend on your teammates. And I think that will help us these next few games and help us win this regional championship.
And then whoever wants to answer it, just you had to feel pretty good going into the late innings with just a 2-run deficit, especially with the way that you guys have played at home this year. What do you think was the difference today and just not getting a big hit at the big time?
I feel like, you know, we were hitting just 2 people, or we couldn't string anything together all at the same time. And it happens, you know, we've seen Kennedy a lot, and you know, she's a good pitcher, gave us a lot of competition, but I think at the 7th inning we finally started getting something going. It was just a little too late to come back, but yeah.
Thanks.
Well, thank y'all so much for talking with us, and good luck going to your game tonight.
Thank you.